What is up, people YouTube? It is I, the Marble 17, or you can call me Vinny, and today we are taking a look at the S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, or Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. With the success of Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, many were wondering, is this going to be as good as the previous? Let's not waste any more time and take a look at the figure. Sculpt is not bad on this figure, but unfortunately, it is kind of outdated due to the outdated mold. I will explain the reasons for later. We'll start with the head. As you can see, the face is indeed a new sculpt from the previous Vegetas. Not bad at all, and does capture Vegeta pretty well. But there's one problem, the hair. As you can see, unlike Goku, the hair has not changed a bit ever since Goku featured newly sculpted hair. The hair is still in its blocky form and does not show anything new at all. And again, the only thing new about the hair is the faceplate. But even then, the faceplate still has blocky hair that nobody likes. And something else of note, while that metallic glossy hair is nice to look at on Vegeta, it's not consistent with Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku's, because his hair is more flat, while Vegeta, again, is more glossy. So, again, we have inconsistent issues with the previous release, which is not exactly a good thing. While head sculpted paint may be flawed on the head, everything else about the sculpt and paint applications is nicely applied everywhere else. They captured the look of the Saiyan armor pretty well with the ridges on the stomach and even sculpted the pecs. And the Whis symbol is nice and clean and applied. Here we have a look on the back where, as you can see, the sculpt continues from the Saiyan armor and they captured the ridges on the back. Not to mention, the paint is kind of a... not sure how you describe it. It's kind of like a greenish yellow or kind of like a... it's not exactly gold. Can't exactly describe it, but it is a type of yellow that I guess I just had not seen before. The arm has a nice muscular sculpt, which does look similar to the other Vegetas, but is in fact skinnier, which kind of represents the animation style a little bit, as kind of sad as that is. Yeah, I feel the same way. But still, nice looking nonetheless, and the paint is a flat gray. And it works because obviously Vegeta is a flat gray. Paint applications all over the gray parts don't have any shading whatsoever. Actually, pretty much this whole figure does not technically have any shading. So this figure is pretty much a shadeless, and it pretty much just has either gloss or flat colors. Not exactly a bad thing, but you know, some people complain about that stuff. Me personally, I really don't care. And as you can see on the pants area, they have actually sculpted in the ridges. They got in some tiny details in there, and that's impressive. Finally, we have a look at the boots, where they're not exactly reused boots from the previous Vegeta figures, so they are in fact new, and unlike the premium color Super Saiyan Vegeta, they have sculpted the edges of the boots. Sculpted paint apps are not exactly bad, but are a little bit oddly choiced and just kind of confusing. Especially the head sculpt. You would think with Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, they would capitalize on it and give Vegeta an updated hair sculpt, but no, they don't, and they decided to give us a completely different color than what Goku's hair was. It's kind of odd. But other than that, everywhere else about the sculpt and the paint is nice to look at, so I'll give the figure mercy points. It's just that the head could have used a bit more work. Imaginations, you are lazy. Lazy. While sculpted paint apps are a bit, not good, the articulation does make up for it a little bit, but unfortunately the articulation kind of has the problem of, again, reused molds, and kind of does break up the sculpt a little bit. Kind of on the arms. I'll show you what I mean. First, I'll start with the head. The head has a ball hinge. Neck can move, but it's not exactly being easy for me. Yeah. Arms. This is what I'm talking about when it comes to sculpt. I think the sockets are a little bit too big. Has a butterfly joint. Works well. Has a hinge. Biceps can swivel. Double jointed elbows. And the double hinged hands. Waist is on a ball joint. Now, my waist does not go as far back as everybody else's for some reason. Actually, yeah, it does. I just had to pop it out, but as you can see, it's not exactly the prettiest looking. Pop it back in. So, don't do that if you don't like stuff like that. Legs have a typical Figuarts pull-down style hinge. Bit stiff, so be careful. At least on mine, so people's might vary. Legs also on a ball joint. Again, they're very stiff. I guess they still wanted to be careful with their Vegeta figures. Knees have a double hinge, good range of movement. Ankles on the ball joint. And toes, again, have a hinge. Unfortunately, does not really go far on... Not too good. So Vegeta's articulation is functional, I'll give it that. But the mold, again, outdated, especially for the waist joint. So, but in terms of functionality, it works. And articulation is pretty much the same as pretty much almost all the other Vegetas we gotten. So, not gonna lose too much points. For size comparison, here we go. He stands at least about almost 6.5 inches to the top of his hair. Here he is compared to the S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku, and the S.H.Figuarts Lord Beerus, the S.H.Figuarts Krillin, and the S.H.Figuarts Golden Frieza. And for fun, here we have the S.H. Monsters Space Godzilla and the S.H.Figuarts Bowser. As you can see, Vegeta scales nicely well with his DBZ comrades, as well as some other random figures that you may have and want to display with. So, Vegeta scales nicely with other figures. Not exactly the most accessories, and unfortunately leads to another problem with the inconsistency with the Goku issue I mentioned. 2 golden opportunities for accessories were missed. Crossed arms, and the lack of a normal head. Which Goku came with the instant transmission hands, and came with his normal head. Vegeta doesn't come with his traditional accessory, which is crossed arms. But even then, that's an iconic pose of him, so of course that would be kind of a necessity. And doesn't come with a normal head. Are you kidding me? The accessories we get are not exactly bad, but are just kind of little. It just feels like it's a low amount because we don't get those accessories with this figure, which kind of sucks. But you know, you can't win them all, I guess. Let's just go over the accessories. Anyway, we get, they're not Kamehameha hands, but you know, they're pretty open hands. Not all the way open, but you know, look nice. Except the white is just a flat white. Here we have, I can't tell if these are calm hands or just hands for like some sort of stance. Again, I can't tell. I mean, the hands are nice. Not exactly much paintwork going on because, again, it's just a flat white, but you know, it works. So, it's cool that we get some new hands. And of course, we have these splayed out open hands. We already seen this before, so it's something really special. But the faces are something really special, though. An angry, gritting face, where, as you can see, they don't have the eyes looking onto the side, which is surprising. The vein is sculpted in there. Pretty subtle, but you can still see it. Not bad. And of course, we have a looking up to the side, smiling face. Up to this point now, I'm kind of used to having these looking out to the side faces. So, really, I kind of don't care. But still, looks nice. Looks like Vegeta. Nicely sculpted, nicely painted. Same thing for the yelling face. The yelling face is not bad to look at, though I do think it is the same as Scouted Vegeta's, just repainted. I don't know, it just kind of looks like that, but nonetheless, it does work for a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, so it's not bad to have. Vegeta does not come with the most accessories, but the accessories are just enough to forgive I'm just defending the figure. No, it's not. I don't know why they don't include him, the crossed arms, because that's Vegeta's iconic pose. And the lack of normal head, again, breaks the consistency with Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Goku. That's the one thing that could describe this figure. Inconsistent. Which is kind of odd, because Goku is not exactly Vegeta, and Vegeta... Well, whatever. The point is, you need to be consistent with your series of figures, which is what I guess I'm trying to say. Other than that, the accessories are okay to get Vegeta into other iconic poses, so that's one benefit. So, what's the final verdict on the S.H.Figuarts Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta, or Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta? Sculpt is okay, paint job is nice, articulation not bad, accessories comes with a little, but not as bad as other figures. S.H.Figuarts Bowser. And size comparison, not too bad. With that being said, I don't exactly think $50 is a worth it price for this figure because of the amount we get, but it's not exactly a horrible price. I've seen figures with bigger prices than what they're actually worth. S.H.Figuarts Bowser. With that being said, I do recommend this figure if you are a big Vegeta fan or love the Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta form. And if you look past the flaws, again, it's not a bad figure to have. Not a horrible figure, but still a decent enough figure in its own right. Anyway, with that being said, I am the Marlboro17, and I am out. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and comment. I'll see you all in my next video. Peace out.